The rain had been falling steadily all evening, soaking the streets and painting the windows with long, weeping trails. I was standing near the living room window when she finally turned to me and said, "You don't have to wait anymore." Her voice was calm, distant, like someone who had already left in her mind. I didn't reply. I just stood there, watching the way her eyes avoided mine, how her hand tightened around the umbrella by the door. The quiet had been growing between us for weeks. Awkward silences, missed dinners, empty apologies. I had felt it long before that moment, but hearing it aloud brought a finality I couldn't ignore. She stepped out into the rain without hesitation, not once looking back. The apartment felt hollow the moment the door clicked shut behind her. I sank onto the edge of the couch, my thoughts spinning in the shadows around me. Her phone had been lighting up at odd hours. She'd been gone more than home lately, and her warmth toward me had vanished long ago. I kept brushing the thoughts away, making excuses. But that night, the excuses ran out. I got up, restless, and wandered into the kitchen. I grabbed a beer, cracked it open, and leaned against the counter. That's when I saw her laptop, screen still glowing softly on the dining table. I hesitated, but something in me urged me forward. Her email inbox was open. A name I didn't recognize, Jay, had sent the latest message. I clicked. What I saw made my stomach twist. Messages that dripped with flirtation. Hotel bookings under both their names. Selfies, some blurry, some sharp, taken in rooms I had never seen. She wasn't working late. She wasn't exhausted. She was with him. She had been lying straight to my face. The betrayal wasn't just emotional, it was strategic. Planned. Repeated. I closed the laptop gently, not because I was calm, but because I was too stunned to feel anything yet. I didn't yell. I didn't cry. My hands were shaking, but my mind was unusually clear. The truth had landed hard, but it brought clarity with it. I walked into the bedroom, grabbed a duffel bag, and began packing. Just the essentials. A few clothes, my toothbrush, wallet, passport, documents. I wasn't planning. I was escaping. Before I left, I scribbled a short note on a torn piece of paper and left it on the coffee table. No anger, no long paragraphs. Just one line. Don't wait for me either. The city lights blurred in my mirrors as I drove out into the night. I didn't have a destination, just a need to keep going. Every exit sign felt like a small step toward something better, something honest. Around midnight, I found a modest motel off the highway. I checked in under my first name and dropped onto the bed, staring at the ceiling. My mind reeled with everything we once shared. Our inside jokes, lazy Sundays, plans we made. All of it now felt like scenes from a movie that was never real. The next morning, my phone lit up. Her name flashed across the screen over and over. Calls, texts. Where are you? Come back, please. I'm sorry. We need to talk. I didn't answer. I had nothing left to say. An apology couldn't erase the lies, the deception, the intimacy she gave to someone else. What we had couldn't be salvaged. It was gone the moment she chose to betray me. I stayed quiet. I found a temporary place through a friend and started putting together a new life. Bit by bit. She kept reaching out for a few more days, trying to explain, to fix what she broke. But I ignored every message. I didn't need her explanations. I didn't want to hear excuses shaped like regrets. I had seen the truth, and that was enough. Friends started asking what had happened. I kept it simple. It's over. I didn't tell them everything. I didn't want to ruin her name or start a war of gossip. I didn't need revenge. Her own conscience would serve as her punishment, and if it didn't, then that was her burden to carry, not mine. Eventually, the messages stopped. The silence returned. But this time it wasn't cold, it was comforting. I got back into a rhythm. I began to breathe again. I learned how to smile without forcing it. I started to recognize myself in the mirror, not as the man she left, but as someone who chose to leave for the sake of self-respect. That rainy night marked the end of something I thought would last forever. And strangely, I'm grateful for it. Because when she said, "You don't have to wait anymore," I listened. And I didn't wait. I walked away, and that decision changed everything.